Hi, this is Jeff Rainforth, reporting for PatDollar.com. I'm here at the Sacramento City Hall this week in response to a couple of parents who had their Fourth Amendment rights violated over the last couple of months by Sacramento City Child Protective Services. And what happened was the parents, Anna and Alex Nikolayev, had their baby boy, Sammy, taken from them out of their home by police who entered with a no warrant arrest, zero warrants, on the direction of California or Sacramento City Child Protective Services. So the story behind that is that Anna and Alex took their baby to a hospital because they're worried about him because he was sick. And the doctors there said, we have to perform some procedures, and Anna and Alex were uncomfortable with that, so they decided to leave the hospital and go to a second hospital and get a second opinion. Now, at that point, when they left, they didn't sign out properly, and so the first doctor at the first hospital called CPS, Child Protective Services, and CPS called Sacramento Police. Sacramento Police showed up at the second hospital, where doctors there told them that the baby, Sammy, was fine and he could go home with his parents, Anna and Alex. So where it gets complicated is that the very next day, Child Protective Services, for some reason, called Sacramento Police again and said, go to that home, go to their home, the baby's in danger, and remove the baby from the parents. Sacramento Police did exactly that. There was no warrant. They went to the home, knocked on the door. Police had their hands on their guns when they entered. Anna had actually set up a video camera to show the entire what was happening, the entire thing, and they took the baby from them. And since then, they've gotten their baby back, and there is a lawsuit going on against the city. So what we're here today for is kind of to cover the ongoing violation of constitutional rights in America, across the country and in various states and cities. And we're here to say that Americans need to speak out because our rights are being violated by agencies, by police, and by government officials, and it's time to speak out. And so we have some examples. Say in Florida, there's a new program put on by a sheriff. It's a state-funded program where people are encouraged to turn other citizens in if they think they hate the government, or if they think they're going to be a threat to public officials. Now, I've never seen anywhere in the Constitution that says we have to love our government. I don't know, I've never seen that. And who's to say how many people don't like their government at this point? That's gonna be a lot of people you're rounding up. This is just another sign of the abuses of the Constitution that are going on right now. And in New York, we have a man whose guns and his gun license were taken because he was on a prescription drug, because of new laws there, gun laws in New York that are supposed to keep people safer. Now, what happened was there was a mistake at the state level by the state police. The man's guns and his license were eventually returned, although it was a major hassle for him, and obviously his Second Amendment rights were violated in this instance. In Fort Hood, Texas, of all places, at the military base there, an active duty Army sergeant was out with his son in the backwoods, and he had a rifle with him out in the open, and he was helping his son get his Eagle Scout badge. And he was arrested for carrying a gun out in the open, apparently in a threatening manner. The case in that in this case, is still ongoing. The police actually told this Army sergeant, that anyone with a weapon is considered dangerous. Anyone. Now, and Texas is a right to carry state, and there's a lot of conflict between active duty military and police over in that area of the country, and but this is just another clear violation. An active duty Army sergeant is out in the woods with his son, or out in the backwoods on a Boy Scouts mission, and he's arrested, and several charges have been dropped or lessened, but the case is still going on. And in Colorado, there's a training program put on by state police that tells police officers at the local level that they are to look at Bible-believing Christians and anyone who believes that the United States of America was founded on godly principles with intense skepticism, because these are people that might join anti-government groups. And now we're being lumped in with, extremists, etc., and police are being told to look out for us, and this has been in the news. And these are just a few of the examples of what is going on in this country right now, the violation of our constitutional rights by government officials and agencies and police forces. And we believe it's time to speak up. We don't have to allow this to happen. We can fight back. We can pressure them to allow us to keep our rights. And if they continue violating our rights, the people need to stand up to government officials and to the police and to government agencies, say, no, this is enough. We're not going to take it. Our rights are guaranteed by the Constitution, by the United States Constitution, and you can't trample them just because you say that someone might be a threat or a safety hazard. It doesn't work that way. They must be a threat in order for a right to be violated. There must be a clear threat shown and imminent danger. So I hope everyone in America will speak out with us against these violations of our constitutional rights. And remember, the alibi of tyranny will always be that it is for the welfare of humanity. And thank God that we have the United States Constitution to protect from that tyranny. That's all. This is Jeff Rainforth of PatDollar.com. Stay safe, America.